What's this? We're trapped. A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all the places.
Cyclops. Right. Be on your guard.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
My gratitude, sir. Should seem I misjudged you. I had taken you for another Force Arisen. Goodness knows we see a lot of them. Yet the value you showed in coming to our aid has dispelled such thoughts. Here, take this, as a mark of my trust. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brandt. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well, aye? Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision. Well now. The road's blocked. The cart can't get through like this. A powerful current ought to set this rock to crumbling, if we could summon one.
Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it out among us pawns.
Here! Water is seeping through the cracks.
waiting.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Are you certain you're happy to have me along?
I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
I see you recognize my worth, Arisen. I suppose I should consider myself honored to serve.
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust.
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
Is aught troubling you, Master? You seem all right to me. Oh, I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught.
Ha! I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
We're setting out. Jump on if you've paid.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
I'm not the master! Goblins!
You look no right.
That's worth celebrating.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
While in another world, I happened upon a treasure chest rather close by here. Perhaps I could show you the way.
I was informed of your coming, would-be Arisen.
Captain Brand, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. 'Twould seem this is no mere deceiver.
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one Arisen. That Arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, He is our sovereign and the rightful ruler of Vermont. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not attempt to flee. I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation before we proceed. You, and no other, are the sovereign, the only legitimate ruler of this kingdom. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became arisen. The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, ending Vermont's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead, a mere puppet. However, with Your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion, and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Nodded off for a moment there. He's a great lad.
You have my... Naught seemed amiss at present.
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consarn it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Whatever am I to do?
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
What should I get up to today?
Nice to see everyone out and about.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality line these shelves, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business. Welcome to Bjorn, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check, hope to see you again.
Need anything?
Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, hope to see you again. I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Need anything? Stop by again soon.
I heard a rumour that this land was once a kingdom of beastrons.
Fascinating. Quite. Though no definitive records remain.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace. But the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
Off we go, then. There are beasts to be slain. I foresee naught but success on the path that lies ahead.
There is much we ought to tend to if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
Welcome to the... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start...
Could you come over here?
You don't need a permit to get into Batal. Just hide in the back of an ox cart, aye? It works. Mind, you've got to avoid the guard's line of sight. But it's easy enough. I should know. I've done it.
Peruse. At your leisure.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or greatswords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Certain vocations are unavailable at present. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
We'll not find anything if we don't start looking.
Well met. You are come to Shakir's Inn, a place of respite for the weary traveller. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me.
Follow me.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me. Well met, sir. Got nothing to fear.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild. Here, we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocation.
Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Have you found any of the items we discussed, perchance? Do come again.
Well met, sir. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this time of day.
"'Tis a relief to be home. Let us just say that not all Arisen are quite like you, Master. Our adventure continues.
Off.